Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the much hyped Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer and Contour. I've got this in 3 shades which I've tried out for you guys today. I've picked up a contour shade in C13 and 2 highlight under eye shades in C5 and C2. So carry on watching if you'd like to see my first impressions and a wear test on this concealer and contour. So I picked up C5 to highlight under my eyes and C2 as well because I wasn't too sure what they'd come out like. And then I picked up C13 to try and contour with, but again, not too sure what this is going to come out like because I ordered these online on Superdrug and I kind of just looked at swatches and things and just going to hope for the best. So this is a proper first impressions because I have not even swatched them or anything. I've just seen a couple of reviews online. So I'm going to start off with C5, and this is slightly darker than the other concealer shade. So I've just opened it up and I can see it's got a really nice doe foot applicator, and although I haven't used the Tarte Shape Tape so I can't directly compare, obviously I've seen a lot on the actual product and this looks really similar in regards to the brush. Going back to the actual packaging, sorry I forgot to mention that, it does look a bit cheap, but then again you're paying £4 for the product. But it could look worse. It does feel like it feels like it's glass. It feels a little bit more expensive if it's glass, but obviously again it's not as aesthetically pleasing as the Tarte Shape Tape packaging wise, but I feel like sometimes who cares, like if the product works, it works. So I'm going to try this out. Obviously I have no under eye concealer on. I have my eyeshadow and foundation on because that's how I usually apply my makeup before doing my concealer. I have a good feeling about this. Hopefully it blends in well. That's from one application. I didn't have to like pop it back in or anything because obviously the doe foot applicator is quite big, so it seems quite good at picking up a lot of product. So I'm going to take my sponge and try to blend this like I do with my normal concealer. I really like that. It's a really nice shade because I was thinking of going in with the lighter one, but I think that's more so when I've not fake tanned. I don't like a pink kind of undertone concealer. I do like this. I am going to go back in with a little bit more and I'm going to put a bit on my forehead and chin to even that out. So again, going in with C5. I'm actually really happy with the coverage on that. I can see it getting to crease a little bit. So I'm going to set it before it starts creasing anymore and hope for the best. So I'm going to set it using my, that's it, it's gone everywhere. So I'm going to set it using my RCMA No Colour Powder, using an e.l.f. brush. So now I'm going to give C13 a go. Again, exactly the same product, just a deeper colour. I'm not too sure if it's going to be too dark for me, so we're going to find out. I'm just going to dot it like so. I'm going to go in with my Fenty foundation brush that I used to blend in my contour. So my overall first impressions is that the formula is really good. It seems quite thick. I'll have to see how it wears throughout the day in regards to like creasing and things, but it seems to have really covered up a lot of my dark circles and any kind of like redness or purple on my under eye, so that's really amazing. I love the applicator so much. I feel like it's just like you don't have to use much product to really cover up because the applicator is so big, and it just feels like it's applying a lot of product. I don't know, I can't really explain it, but I just really like the applicator. The packaging, I mean, it does the job. I mean, for £4 you can't really expect amazing packaging and an amazing product, especially with like drugstore makeup. It's not going to be amazing luxe packaging, but quite honestly that doesn't really bother me as long as the product works. So I'm going to update you guys throughout the day. I'm going out for my sister's birthday for lunch, so I'll update you when I'm there, and when I get back later do a little wear test for you guys and hopefully give you an understanding of whether I find the product good or not. So carry on watching if you'd like to see my wear test and my final opinion. That's so good. Birthday celebration. Nana's drunk. Second glass of wine. Second glass of wine. So I've been wearing the concealer now for about 8 hours, and overall I think, as you can see like from the close-ups, it's worn quite well. You can see that it's creased a little bit, but nothing drastic. Like I feel like most of my other concealers, in fact probably all of my other concealers, probably crease more than this, especially like after 8 hours. Like I feel like it has lasted really well. From my first impression, I find that it's really good value for money. I feel like it's not a really matte finish where it's like drying and it goes all like crumbly and horrible. I feel like it's a really quite a natural, I guess, finish, and still quite brightening. I just feel like overall, for me personally, I really like this concealer and highly recommend it. My sister's gonna give an update on how she feels the concealer wore on her. We both have similar skin types, but hers is slightly more oily, whereas mine's more just combination. So it is nice to see, I guess, on two different people how it's worn. So I've also been wearing the concealer now the same amount of time as Ellie, which is around about 8 hours, because we've been out, we had lunch, went back to my nan's and things like that, so we finally got home. So my first impressions, or should I say second impressions, because as I said, I wore it last night on a night out, so my second impressions, I guess, are that it actually wears really well. And like I said before, my under eyes do crease quite badly anyway with any concealer that I wear, so my under eyes have creased, but not as much as I actually expected. So as Ellie has said, it definitely has a really good price point for £4, and I would also highly recommend it for the price. It's very brightening, and it definitely covers my dark circles, because I have some quite bad dark circles. So I would definitely recommend this concealer. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my sister for taking part in the video. I hope that it helped you guys see two different opinions on the concealer, both of which were actually positive. And I hope you guys will join me for my next video. And please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more of me. Hell no. Bye. Ready? So they actually I'm a survivor. What are you doing here now? Can we get the candle out of it for this bit then? Why? Hers is more oily than mine. Fucking